I know a little bit of your story, but I want to hear it again. How did you get to Mutual Park?
My mother. My mother had moved in this area, and she was sitting in the living room, and she was like, I need to find a church. Soon as she said that, Future Park bus drove right past the house. And just that quick, she caught the name and everything. She looked it up, and she called the church. And she, first thing she said, do black people go to your church? We was like, Mama, for real. So that's how we got connected to Butcherport. Mike and Lucy was here at the time. Don had just started to be the minister here. So we basically started same time with Don Rogers. So that's how we became members here at Butcherport. My mother, she always been here. Nicole and my daughters, they was all little. I was here, but wasn't here, if you understand what I'm saying. I wasn't mentally ready for Christianhood, but I grew up in a Christianhood life. I was in the choir with Bruce Maples. Yes. And found Miss Betty White introduced herself. They couldn't find out we lived across the street from each other. Miss Nancy Thomas lived around the corner from us. Me and Robin were Sunday school teachers for the little kids. At the time, I was more the assistant, she was more the teacher. And then I met wonderful people, but Carla and Gary took in my oldest daughter. Kristen came up to us. Hi, I'm Kristen, what's your name? And they ended up becoming best friends even right today as we speak. Carla and Gary took my oldest daughter, Jamaica. Whenever they went traveling, Jamaica went with them. So I look at Kristen as my daughter, and Carla and Gary looked at Jamaica as their other daughter. I hung with Martha Outfit and Curl. Wow, it was just three of us. But out of everybody in the church, my heart always been with Miss Betty. Miss Betty. When my mother first fell sick, Butcherport beat us to the hospital. And Miss Betty, Mike, Don, everybody was there. Miss Betty was more of, how would I say it, interpreter, because we didn't understand doctor language. So when they talked to me and Nicole, we kind of like looking at Miss Betty, and she break it down to us because she was a retired nurse. But Miss Betty always had that place in my heart, even right today. I look at her as my other mother. I can go to her about anything, talk to her about anything. Just saying her name. I was not supposed to be doing this. Just saying Miss Betty's name fills my heart. Because she been there. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody Beach Chalk's been here for us, but she really been there for us. Even right now. I call her my mama. She just, if I'm wrong, she won't tell me. It's just anybody who knew my mama, Miss Betty reminded me of my mama. She just warms my heart. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody do. JC and Charlie, Carla, Gary, everybody do. Miss Nancy.
So what have you learned from people like Betty that you want to be to other people?
Don't judge nobody, regardless of their past, what they've been through. Still talk to them, keep them focused. Just keep preaching the word of God. Ain't nobody perfect. Just let them know God's still right there. When you think he's not there, he's there. You just gotta be still and listen. Because some of the stuff I'm doing now, people don't believe this is Shlonda Davis. They see the old Shlonda and being heard people accepting me for who I am. It's just, Beauty Park even right today, what? I restarted back a couple of years ago. Nicole been here with 20, how long Nicole been here, that's how long my family been here, 20 plus years. And coming back, I was different. I was ready. I grew mentally. I grew. Because when I first started, I didn't know if I was coming or going. But coming back, and got welcome back, and people still remember who I am. It meant a lot. And then Miss Betty being my show again, that meant a whole lot again. And now, with the hospitality, maybe a thinking, I always been my dream, but I always felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't smart enough, ever since I was a little girl. And when Jan Cosby came to me, he was like, what, huh? Who nominated me? You know? And just did something to me. Now I'm working at PDO, telling Nicole, well, I can help you till you find another teacher, and that's going on 3 years. I ain't going nowhere. It's just a lot. I've learned a lot from this church.
What brought you back to Butchell Park?
Actually, I moved back in with Nicole. And at the time, I didn't have reliable transportation. And going back and forth downtown, I'm just like, I'm going back to Butchell Park. And when I came back and felt how everybody welcomed me back, that's what made me decide to stay. That's what made me come back. Now my grandkids, I'm thinking back because I'm just like, all three of my daughters was their ages when they started here. Now their kids are here. So that makes a lot to me, a whole lot. So I'm just curious who their friends gonna be when they get, and then when they have families, will Beach Park still be here when their families come? So, but it's a lot. I tell everybody, I think what really brought my attention with Beach Park was when my mom got sick, and just seeing how they came to us and was there all the way to the end when my mother passed. And when we had her visitation here, and as soon as they opened the door to start, it was a line with Butchell Park members coming in. That meant a lot to me. Even her funeral, they had this side for the family. That whole side was filled with all the members from Butchell Park. And my mom been gone, going on 17 years. And I still talk about it like it was yesterday. It's just a true meaning of what church should be. Seriously. I've been to many churches, but I never been where they show the real meaning how church is supposed to be.
It's beautiful.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't change who you are just to please other people. Because when you do that, that's where you're going to mess up. Be yourself. Sit down. Listen to God. He's going to speak to you. He's talking to you, but you got to be still to hear him. Because without him, you be nowhere. So allow God to guide your feet and be who you are. And don't be who you not.